Hey guys, how's it going? How you doing today? So I wanted to do a video on how to make your own vintage label stamps, like lino cutting, using material like this, like the kit that I showed you in my last haul video. And I talked about how I wanted to start carving my own stamps, and eventually I would show you how I do it. So I'm still new. Obviously, I've only done a couple stamps. So I wanted to show you how to make your own vintage label stamps like these. So I made this one first, little cute tiny one, and then I made this one. It's a little bit bigger, and then I actually already tried to film this video once and I didn't like it, so I made this one for that video. But like I said, I didn't like the way it was coming out, so I didn't zoom in close enough to let you guys see what I was doing, and it was a mess. Mine come out pretty rough looking. They have like a lot of jagged edges, or they just kind of look rustic, and I actually like that, especially for the whole vintage look. If you like that look, then follow along. Or maybe if you're better, if you do make your own stamps and you're better and more experienced than me, maybe you can get cleaner lines. I also wanted to show you some floral stamps that I made. So I made this one. It's pretty rough, very rustic looking. That's what it looks like when it's stamped. I'm gonna make another one. This one I actually kind of not copied, but like followed along with somebody else's from Creative Cove. And then I got this one here that I did do myself from an image from Creative Fabrica. I can't draw very well. I've tried, and they just come out looking even more rough, and I don't like that rough. So anyway, that's what this one looks like stamped. I think they're very cute. And then I made this one, which is actually supposed to be this one here, and I'm going to be making a small one. It's actually supposed to be that one. But yeah, I like it. That's what this one here is. It's stamped. Thought that was super fun. And then I have a funny story for you, a little story time. When I was showing my boyfriend what I was doing, he asked me for a piece of scrap, linoleum, and just started carving away, and he made this. I thought it was really funny, and that's what it looks like stamped. I thought it would be cute for like a corner because it fits perfectly on the corner of the paper, whether you go this way or, well, I guess this way. So I thought that was cute. I thought it would be cute to do on like the corner. And it's very rustic. He just started carving away, and that's what he made. So I was like, okay, I'm keeping that because he's definitely not a crafter. I am the crafter. And so for him to do that was just really funny. So just wanted to share that little mini story with you. Yeah, so these are all the ones I made. So I'm definitely not a professional. I'm still learning myself. I mean, I've only made, these ones here. But I wanted to show you how to make your own. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you'll need is some linoleum like this. This is a kit that I got from Amazon. It comes with 5 of these linoleum little blocks, I guess. I've already used 3 of them, or sorry, 2 of them. And then it also comes with the lino cutter and 6 blades, I believe it is. Okay, so this one has a really deep V. I mean, not really deep V, but it's really wide. It's really good for getting out the bulk. Yeah, it comes with 6 blades. This one here to cut it into smaller pieces, or just cut off like chunks. I actually don't like this blade. I prefer to use a X-Acto blade, but yeah, that's totally up to you. And it has this really like wide one that's good for getting out the bulk of your stamp. This one here is a 1, which is one of my favorites. This one and the number 6 is my favorite. This one has a really deep V. It's really good for getting like fine lines. I need to get like a smaller one than this, because I have seen that they have a smaller one. And then the number 2, which I don't think I've even used, and I definitely haven't used the number 10. Yeah, so I only use pretty much these 3, the 1, the 8, and the 6. So let's go ahead and get started. So the other ones, I actually traced it onto it, and this one I think I'm gonna just try to like draw it. Pretty straightforward. It's not gonna be the same. Okay, just trace it out. The only reason I'm doing this is because, like I said, I'm not very good at drawing, and I want my angles, I guess, to be the same. I can't even see. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I went ahead and traced it, and then you just take it and take your piece of linoleum and trace it onto that. And it will transfer onto the linoleum. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Okay, let's try that again. Make sure your drawing is on the linoleum first before you start tracing. Okay, and there we go. Okay, then what we do, we take the really deep V one, see if I can get it to focus. There it goes. And I will link this kit down below. I actually don't like this linoleum very well. It doesn't seem to carve very easily. So I'm going to try to find a better one for you in case you want to try it. So let me zoom in some more for you because this is what I didn't do last time in my video. You just start, so like the negative space is the part that you carve out. Sorry, I can't talk. I can never talk. Yeah, the part that you carve out is going to be the part that's not stamped. So you want to go next to the line that you want to stamp. So of course this here, all of this is going to be the part that stamps, and then everything around it is going to be the part that doesn't stamp, if that makes any sense. So you just carve next to the line. Like I said, you see how it makes a very thin line? So you just start out like that. And like I said, mine always come out really rugged and like rustic looking. But if you do go off a little bit, it just be, it doesn't matter too much as long as you don't go too far into your line and make it too thin. I've nicked, I think, every single one of the ones I've made, I've nicked them. Always make sure you keep your hand behind the blade, because if it slips and you cut yourself, it's gonna hurt. I haven't done it yet. Okay, then we go on the outside, do the same thing. I think I even said in my video, in the haul video, it's like, oh, it can't be that hard to cut, like do a label stamp, can it? It actually is harder than you'd think for just being lines. See what I mean? How it's kind of hard to carve? I've seen some videos where it just looks like they're carving into almost like butter, and it just seems like this stuff's not like that. Okay, I'm back. So my battery died on me. Sorry about that. So I was saying that I went ahead and cut the corners off with my scissors to make it a little easier, so you can get like sharper edges on your corners. And I'm just going to cut off this little edge here. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and carve the rest out. See, how does that happen? Oh wait, maybe it's, yeah, I'm going to definitely be finding some, see there, almost slipped there, better linoleum, because this stuff is kind of hard. I mean, then for beginners, I was hoping that this one was going to be better, but if you're a beginner, you definitely want something a little bit softer. So I'm going to go ahead and finish carving out the rest of the outside around the edges, and then I'll come back when I'm ready to do the middle. Okay, so I got the edges done. So I'm going to go ahead and do the middle now. So I switched to the number 1. I'm going to try to take out some of the middle before I get to the bigger blade. And you just keep doing this until you get rid of all the bulk, and then you do a test stamp to make sure you don't have any in there that's printing that you don't want to print. Okay, let's go ahead and do a test stamp and see what it looks like. I need another piece of paper. Actually, we'll just do it on this one. Okay, let's get our VersaFine. So then you just zoom out a little bit. Dip my finger in the ink. Yeah, I still see a lot of spots that need work in the middle. Yeah, see, like all this here, you can see on you need to shave all that away. So let me wipe it so I don't get it on my hands. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back, so you don't have to watch me do that, and then I'll come back for another test print. Okay, I'm back. I got most of the bulk out, so I'm gonna go ahead and do another test print, and see, this time I'm gonna use my Stays On and see how that looks. Usually it's better to actually put the ink pad on the stamp. I think I did it wrong before. Well, it's not wrong. Let's see how that looks. And of course you can put it on, like you can get some of the leans, tack it over and over, I think it's called. And that way you can use it on a stamping block if you want. Or you can just use it like this. There, much better. One line right there. And that looks a little funky. That looks a little funky. And then, right there, that line. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, mine usually come out pretty rustic. So let's try one more time. There, that's better. Still see. Okay, but yeah, I think that's good enough for me. Actually, that one looks pretty clean compared to the others. I guess I'm getting better. I'm gonna go ahead and stamp some like florals or something, and then we'll show you what they look like once you use them on actual something. Get a piece of paper and try to get some flowers or something. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I just went ahead and made some labels off camera, and I just used some florals and the field note stamps, and I think they came out super cute. So let me know what you guys think, if you like this, and if you try to make your own stamps, and how long you've been doing it for if you do. Let me know if you're gonna try it. I'd love to hear from you, and let me know any other ideas you might have that you'd like me to see, that you'd like to see me do. I'm excited to get to making more stamps. I have some florals here that I wanted to do. So excited for that. And I want to, like I said, make another one similar to this, maybe a little smaller because this one is kind of big. So yeah, something a little smaller. I hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys.